Hi, it's Tara again from PetShopDiva.com. Today I want to give you a few pointers on dealing with UTIs in your dog specifically. Pixie is now acting a little bit like she might have another problem, even though it's really hard for me to tell because she doesn't seem to be too uncomfortable with it. So her behavior doesn't really show the typical signs you would see, like the frequent urination or, whining or whimpering while she's urinating. I can't tell that there's a problem until I start seeing a little bit of blood. But then after her last time, the vet told me to look out for one specific thing that is a telltale sign, and that is frequent licking in the area, because that means she's trying to relieve some discomfort, maybe some irritation, and that could be the sign for me, in Pixie's case, that lets me know that she's having a problem. So I have been noticing a lot of that recently, and since Pixie has been on antibiotics twice already, she'll be 5 years old in June, and she's already had 2 UTIs. So she's been on antibiotics twice already, and I do not want to give her antibiotics any more than I have to. So I did a little research, and I found that the diet, which makes a lot of sense, but diets that you get for your dog off the processed foods, are really not necessarily good for urinary health in dogs. So what will happen is they'll start growing crystals, and those crystals will irritate the bladder, the urinary tract, and that irritation will cause a UTI. This made a lot of sense to me because when Pixie was younger, for about the first year and a half of her life, I made her food. So it was all homemade recipes, all fresh, all organic, and I portioned it out for the week. I had Sunday cooking day, portioned out all her meals for the week, put them in the freezer, and then heated them up for her mealtime. She loved it, of course, because it was homemade, but also she didn't have any kind of health issues until I switched to store-bought processed kibbies. So the light bulb just went off, and I decided to start making her food again. I looked up recipes of the different kinds of foods that are healthy, specifically good for canine, bladder, and urinary tract. And I found a couple things I'm going to share with you. Number one, high protein. Dogs are not super designed to digest different kinds of grains and a lot of fillers that are in processed foods, and they need a lot more protein to balance out their pH in their urine. Okay, that made perfect sense. And rice, that's all good too. So now she's on a strict chicken, beef, and rice diet. The other thing that I'm doing is I found this great tip online to get her to drink more water, because that will help flush out everything as well. To get her to drink more water, I made some beef stock, and I also bought some chicken broth, and I am essentially giving her the chicken and the rice for her meals completely coated in the chicken broth or the beef stock. So she's essentially getting soup. She's living on soup, and it's like she's getting all her food, but she is getting a lot more liquid in it as well. So that should help her flush everything out. So the last thing, which is a little more iffy territory, you definitely want to talk to your vet and do your own research before you decide to move forward with this. I felt it was right for her because I noticed a lot of licking, is these cranberry tablets that you would get for yourself if you were having a UTI. So I just got the Walgreens brand, but everyone knows the Azo capsules or tablets or whichever one you like. And Pixie's 12 pounds, so if I figure a serving for an adult is 120 pounds, just divide it all by 10, super easy math, and I cut it up into little even pieces, and I put a little piece in her food twice a day, so it's breakfast and dinner. She'll get a little piece of the cranberry in her food, and that I started yesterday, and it already seems to be helping a little bit. She's urinating a little more easier, I feel like. Even though she wasn't acting uncomfortable or whimpering, she would delay going potty a little bit longer than would be usual. So that was definitely concerning behavior. And now she seems to be going a lot easier with the cranberry and the new diet, probably with a lot more liquids in her system as well. So I will keep you abreast of the situation. If she doesn't improve or continue to improve over the next few days, I'll definitely be taking her back into the vet, and she'll probably have to go back on the antibiotic. So hopefully I caught this early enough to avoid that. If you're already having problems with your dog where you're seeing blood or whimpering and all those behaviors that are really concerning, definitely go right to the vet. Don't waste any time, because the infection could get worse. There could be bladder stones in there that could be too large to pass. There could be all kinds of things going on that you don't want to risk it and you don't want to play with. But if it's very early signs that you're noticing just little things, you might not be at that point yet. So don't rush to use the antibiotics just in case it's not necessary right now. Again, if you're seeing blood or any majorly concerning signs, go right to your vet. But if your dog has a propensity for UTIs or bladder infections, or you just are noticing maybe they're not drinking as much and it's making you nervous, maybe you want to try adding some broth or stock to their food so they're getting more liquids. It's a little trick to just kind of sneak that into them. And the cranberry tablets, talk to your vet as well, but it's been known to work in the extract cranberry juice, even though I don't think I could get any dog to drink that 100% cranberry juice. I can't even drink it. So yeah, absolutely try some of these tips if you think it'll work for you. If you're beyond that point, go right to the vets. And I wish you and your animals excellent health and good luck with any kind of UTIs you're experiencing. And I hope you're sending me the same, because Pixie could use it right now, poor baby. Okay, I will see you next time on PetShopDiva.com. Thanks so much. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Lots of videos of fun stuff and great tips coming out. So definitely subscribe, okay? Thanks. I'll see you later.